on Good Morning Texas.
We will show you how to have the perfect Friendsgiving.
We tell you about the Lang Stuttering Institute.
And we will take you on a tour of UT's Visual Arts Center.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas.
November 14th, I'm Daniela Villegas.
I'm Dominique Lavigny.
And I'm Raymond Boteo. Thanks for joining us this morning. So, it's the middle of the week. We've made it halfway. Are y'all excited for anything?
Yes, I'm super excited to be here today, but I'm also excited for this weekend's football game. So I'm really looking forward to it.
We're playing Iowa, the last home game. I'm super excited. I think I'm going.
That's really exciting.
Most importantly, I'm also excited for Thanksgiving coming up.
That's great. I am also excited for Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving break, I love spending time with family and eating all sorts of delicious food. But I also love celebrating Friendsgiving. Whether it's your first time feasting with friends or you are a seasoned Friendsgiving veteran, GMTX shows you the ultimate guide to hosting a fun Friendsgiving dinner.
Hey Longhorns, if you want to do something fun with your friends and you want to eat a lot of food, look no further. I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to make successful Friendsgiving.
Step 1. Reach out to your friends. Step 2. Buy your ingredients. Step 3. Time to prep your dish. Step 4. Time to get together with your friends. Hey! Step 5. Set the table. Step 6. Time to dig in. And always leave room for one more. Step 7. Treat yourselves to some dessert. And finally, step 8. Give thanks.
I'm thankful for all the opportunities that I've been given and the people I've gotten to meet through them.
I'm thankful for all the people that I met since I moved to Austin that now treat me like their family.
Okay, I'm thankful for my friends, family, in my second year at UT.
I'm thankful for all the experiences I've been through at UT and all the people I've met along the way.
I'm thankful for my friends, family, health, and opportunities this year.
There you have it. I hope you enjoy your Friendsgiving. Abigail Arredondo, Good Morning, Texas.
Wow, that food that our staff made looks really good.
Really
delicious.
Yes.
So what kind of food do y'all's family do for Thanksgiving break?
So usually we have a green bean casserole. You know, somebody makes the
that's
turkey.
Delicious.
But we're changing it up this year. I'm actually going to be spending time in San Antonio instead of the Valley, and my family's going to be coming down from Lubbock. So I think we're actually going to go out to eat. So there's going to be no dirty dishes. No one's going to be in the kitchen.
So nice. My family makes tamales and tell you it's a big mess. I don't want to do that.
Oh my gosh. I'm also from San Antonio, so I'm going to be back home. I'm really excited to see my family.
That's good. I think everybody's excited to go see their family.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Are y'all thankful for anything this year?
Yes, I'm thankful to be a part of GMTX and for everybody in my life that's helped me and supported me.
For sure.
Yes.
Same. Unfortunately, we aren't in the clear just yet. We still have a week until Thanksgiving break, and some of us have tons of tests and quizzes in the meantime. If you find yourself in need of a study break, look no further than your own backyard. GMTX shows us an artistic oasis at the Visual Arts Center here on campus. Let's take a look.
The next time you're on campus studying for your next exam and you need a break, then you're in luck. UT students can visit local museums and galleries on campus, like the Visual Arts Center. The gallery is free and open to the public and offers 5 exhibits to look at.
Coming here is a space, I think, to spend time, to look closely, maybe to distract yourself from all of the craziness that's happening in the world around us.
Each exhibit offers a unique perspective that can resonate with others.
Not only is the Visual Arts Center a place to take a break from studying, but it's also a great way to learn something new.
I would just encourage people to take a chance and take a risk and come on over and see us and, you know, come in because there's a lot to experience here.
That's a wrap. Hope you enjoy your next study break. Abigail Redondo, Good Morning Texas.
That's so cool. I didn't even know we had a study spot for that. I know my favorite study spots are.
It's a great spot because you can just be there, and if you just want to take a break, you can just go look at the exhibits they have there.
Look at the art, enjoy the art.
Really nice.
Kind of ease your mind from the stress.
Yeah. Wow, the Visual Arts Center looks amazing. There's certainly no shortage of interesting projects here on campus. In fact, UT's stuttering program is the first of its kind. The Lang Stuttering Institute coaches its clients to accept their stuttering and teaches them that communication is not defined by fluency. GMTX brings you an inside look.
The Lang Stuttering Institute Speech Therapy coaches clients to accept their stuttering. And they say communication is not defined by fluency, but by something much more.
Compared to like the public school speech therapy that I did, it was a lot of time they're trying to get you to stop your stutter and to communicate perfectly. And a lot of what we do here at Lang is more being a confident communicator even with your stutter.
Introducing herself as a person who stutters has helped Bailey communicate effectively and helps her listeners receive the message much better.
While I still get frustrated when I stutter, I'm definitely not afraid to stutter. Like if I stutter, I'm like, it's part of me, it's okay.
The Lang Stuttering Institute mission is not only to help change the client's perspective about themselves, but also to help change how the world sees people who stutter. One objective the Institute has is to dispel myths about stuttering.
Nervousness does not cause stuttering. Anxiety does not cause stuttering. A traumatic event does not cause stuttering. It is a neurophysiological disorder rooted in genetics, brain-based structural differences, motor sequencing differences, linguistic processing differences, and then there's our attitudes and emotions.
There was a boy in my class, and he stuttered, and people were saying the words for him, and I told them that they have to wait for the person to finish.
So actually, I didn't know we had a Lang Stuttering Institute. This was actually your package. How did that go?
It was really great. I had a great time doing this. The people are super nice, and Bailey, the girl that I interviewed, amazing. Like, they help you. I think it's amazing how they help you have confidence in yourself and learn to like speak out there, not be afraid of stuttering.
That's
so awesome.
And when I interviewed her, you could see it in her face, and
be proud of your voice.
Be proud of her. It was amazing. It was a great opportunity. Don't go anywhere. After the break, Raymond gives us the latest news and a look at this week's weather. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Let's see what Raymond has for us in news. Raymond?
Thanks, Daniela. CNN filed a lawsuit against President Trump and several of his aides. This comes after the president took away CNN correspondent Jim Acosta's press credentials. CNN says bearing Acosta from the White House is a violation of his First Amendment right to freedom of the press and Fifth Amendment rights to due process. CNN asks that Acosta's press pass be returned. No word yet. Amazon is not choosing Austin. After months of waiting, the company announced its new headquarters will be split between Crystal City, Virginia, and New York City. Many people and organizations like the Austin American-Statesman believed our city would be picked for the new headquarters. An Austin-based ad agency thought the city deserved an apology from none other than Amazon's very own Alexa. According to KXAN, Amazon delivered. If you ask Alexa about the situation, she'll tell you, if it makes things any better, it's not your lack of infrastructure and incentives. It's us. You may remember the controversial statues on campus that were taken down last fall semester. The university decided against displaying them because they depict parts of American history that contradict the university's core values. Over a year later, it looks like at least one of these statues will return. President Fenves announced that the statue for former Texas Governor James Hogg will be relocated on the east side of the main building facing the Will C. Hogg building. That is named after his son.
Man, I was really hoping we would have Amazon.
Me too, I was looking forward to that, but I mean, downtown Austin offers a lot more. But people can walk down there, but I wouldn't suggest walking right now because it's a little
very
chilly.
cold.
Yes.
Yeah. And what does weather look like?
Friends, I hope you're keeping warm because these chilly temperatures seem to be getting colder and colder by the day. The National Weather Service issued another freeze warning which expires at 10 a.m. today. But don't let that keep you inside. As the day progresses, we should see a high of 54. Tomorrow there will be no clouds in sight. The low will be around 40 degrees. But a southwest wind may make it feel a bit colder. We kick off the weekend with a low of 45 and a high in the mid-60s. And rounding out the forecast, we see similar temperatures on Sunday. My advice, make the most of the weather while it lasts. Gather some friends and make hot chocolate or bundle up in blankets while roasting marshmallows. Live from the Weather Center, I'm Raymond Boteo.
Thanks, Raymond.
Another freeze warning? Oh my god, no, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I'm from the north, so I'm kind of used to the cold, so it's not too bad for me.
I miss my summer days here in Texas.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we get to know the members of Project Seed. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Joining us in studio are Benjamin Martinez, Christian Alonso, and Graciela Aguilar. How are y'all doing?
Good. Doing well. Good. It's a little early.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Project Seed.
So Project Seed, pretty much we study Mexican-American families and we study their language break and how it affects them, like their stress levels, their daily life, social, educational. And we try to see how it affects them and then try to develop programs to help this type of kids.
Okay. And how has that, what are some interesting things that you guys have found from your research?
All right, so what all these families have in common is that the children translate for their parents. The children speak English and Spanish, and the parents tend to only speak Spanish, and so they have the role of having that language brokering a role in the family, translating. And what we found in our research so far is that having that role of translating for your parents at such a young age and having that big of a responsibility can be pretty stressful for a lot of these children.
Yeah. Does that kind of help them in their studies in the future, do you think?
Well, what we found is that it can take a different paths depending on how your experience was, because experience is very different. Way you translate can be very different, and how your community takes it can be very differently. All those factors play into it. So there's some, I guess the more positive result would be a protector. You come out as feeling like you have an important role in your family, and so you, I guess, you take more charge of your of yourself and your family. So yeah, that's more successful. On the other hand, you have someone's at risk. That can be more someone that sees their role as a chore. It can see it can build up insecurities about themselves and their families, and that can lead to more negative results. So that's one of the main things we found that's important, that there's a bunch of different experiences that lead to different results, and we want to focus on what is it that's leading to the best results in these kids.
And how has that shaped you guys as individuals?
Well, the experience has made an impact in our lives to see how it is some people have it. They have to take that responsibility for the parents, while most kids that they don't have that difficulty, they don't. So you makes you grateful for certain things that you didn't have to go through as well. It makes you open your eyes to see what other people go through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting to see how, because sometimes when you see younger kids, especially from our demographic, Mexican Americans, you don't always see, I guess, the best picture of them. You see kind of maybe more of a misbehaved child or misunderstood child, and this kind of gives an idea to why maybe it is that way. It could be because of the background, because of all the insecurities that we see are happening because of this language brokering, and so this is just something that has changed my perspective on people, I guess.
And how can students get involved?
Well, one way to get involved would be to reach out to one of the Project Seed members in the research project. What a lot of students do is that they'll sign up for a research practicum class, and they'll do Project Seed as the topic, and through that you can do research hours with the project. We have a lot of different roles. The two main roles are field RAs, which are the people that go out and interview families and do various activities with the families and collect research data in the form of saliva samples, blood samples, stuff like that, and also surveys, conducting surveys with families. And then we have the more behind the scenes stuff, which are the office RAs, which are the people that handle all of the research information that comes into the lab. They organize the visits, they send out the emails, all that kind of behind the scenes stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to do. we're always looking for Spanish-speaking students to help us with our projects so we can reach out to families and conduct our research. But we also do have roles for English monolingual speaking students too. We're looking for anything.
Well, thank you guys so much. Benjamin, Khalid, Graciela, thank you for sharing your stories. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, we're joined by Neil Kaufman from UT's Farm Stand. Stay tuned.
For our climate and for our soil, and we can produce a lot with that. But we also like to buy some kind of fun things, like for example today we're selling a corn on the cob that is popcorn on the cob. So it's a dried popcorn that you can put in, you can put a little bit of oil on there, put it in a paper bag and microwave it for 2 minutes and you can get popcorn literally right off the cob. And so we're selling that for $1.50 each, which is a great deal. And then we're also selling all kinds of fun kinds of beets, like a watermelon radish, for example, some kinds of roots. So these kind of things look cool, they taste great, and they're super fresh.
And not only do they taste great, but are they healthy for us?
They're very healthy, of course. So, you know, because of our farmers all use highly organic practices, they care about the soil, they care about the plants, and we are purchasing things that are, we want to make sure that is really a full balance of nutritional foods.
That's cool. So what's the difference of me going to the farm stand today than getting on a bus and going to just a local grocery store?
Well, so the difference is that you don't have to get onto a bus to go to the UT farm stand. Secondly is our prices are going to be actually quite a lot cheaper than many grocery stores, including our honey and our tea that we sell is a few dollars cheaper than what you can find at HEB.
All right, well, it looks like I'll be there later today. Thank you for being with us, Neil. And thank you for joining us, and thank you for tuning in. And we won't be airing next Wednesday because our staff and volunteers will be going home for Thanksgiving break. But don't worry, we'll be back bright and early on November 28th. As always, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Good Morning Texas for news updates. And I'm Daniela Villegas wishing you a wonderful Wednesday and a happy Thanksgiving.